My name is Amanda Kruger, and this is my management plan for a chemistry class. My mission statement will be, as a teacher, my personal mission is to have my students be able to change the world. I want to be able to plant the seed of belief that they can do anything that their heart desires. I will not only produce a safe environment for learning, but I will also provide my students with the finest learning experiences. As for the class, our mission will be to become scientifically skilled students able to meet the demands of college and career, to improve in our research skills, laboratory safety, and biological knowledge, to always come to class prepared, and to have a can-do attitude. They will also encourage and to build each other up. Our classroom guidelines. I want you to come to class on time, ready to learn with all necessary materials, work quietly and be courteous to others and respectful of their space. Distractions can lead to accidents, especially in a lab setting. When conducting experiments, exercise safety and caution, so food and drink are not allowed in the classroom. I want you to wait for all directions to be presented and permission to start before touching any materials or tools. Here we have the classroom consequences. I have them in order from least severe to most. You'll start with a general class reminder, then you move on to a verbal warning, and I will give out 2 of those. Next, you will lose a privilege or have a seat change. If that still is not improving behavior, you'll have a conference. Then I will email or call your parent. Then a parent conference, and last will be an office referral. Here are the classroom procedures. To enter the classroom, I want you quiet and polite. Remove any outerwear, put away your book bag, and be in your seat and start on your bell ringer. Whenever turning in papers, make sure your name is on your paper and to pass papers to the person next to you. And the last student will be the one who will place the papers upside down into the bin. When participating in class discussions, you will raise your hand to speak. You do not speak when someone else is speaking. You listen respectfully and you don't distract others. You also will not make fun of another student's answer, and we will stay on topic. Number 4, for bathroom breaks, I will only allow 1 student at a time, and you will be expected to return to class before 2 minutes have passed. And I do not want to be asked to go to the restroom in the middle of a class discussion. Last, we have end of class dismissal. Return any books or materials that are being used to their location. If we have moved around the desk, I expect you to move them back to their correct positions. The bell does not dismiss you, I do. So do not pack your book bags to exit until instructed to do so. And for the students that are in the last class of the day, you will be responsible for placing the chairs on top of the desk. Here's the parent-student-teacher contract. This will be handed out to students to bring home to allow their parents to sign. Each section has one for the parent, the student, and the teacher. Some of the parent contract includes that they will show support for their child, the teacher, and the school. They will have a positive attitude, monitor their child's schoolwork. They will, make sure to provide a quiet place and a designated time for study and homework. For students, it will be to show respect for themselves, their school, and their peers, obey the classroom and school rules. They will show respect, and they will also come to school prepared. A few mentioned for the teacher will be to show respect for the child and their family, to provide a safe and comfortable learning environment, to help each child grow to their full potential, and of course, to enforce school and classroom rules fairly. Here will be some attention signals that can be used throughout the school year. A use of a timer. This will kind of be used to set a project time to let students know when they should be done working on that particular assignment or project. Turning the lights off will be used to get a quick response from the students. Snaps will be used during quiet time or during a field trip if we're in a museum or a library. And last will be hand signals or sign language. We can use sign language for the word quiet or hush, or I can hold my hand up and count down fingers. Here will be my reflection for conscious discipline. And before this class, I didn't know what conscious discipline was. And since then, I have learned that it was created by Dr. Becky Bailey, and it is on the idea of developing discipline within children rather than applying discipline. We watched numerous videos, and the largest take-home point for me is that conscious discipline can be taken home away from the class to be applied to your everyday home life with your family or children. And it's also truly inspiring to listen to educators tell their stories of before applying conscious discipline, how their classroom, they had struggles, difficulties with certain students, but then after they applied conscious discipline, their whole world just changed for the better. Not only was their classroom more calm, but they were just more calm as a person. There's also no question that I will apply conscious discipline into my own classroom. I will apply a method called STAR, which is basically just you stop, you take a breath, and you relax before you react to a situation. And so that shows your students how to take a step back and think about what you're going to say before you react. And I hope that not only in my classroom, but in my everyday life, that conscious discipline will have a huge positive impact on my life. And that is it. Thank you for watching.